Hey guys, Five here with episode number 5 of our Villarreal career mode on FIFA 20. Kicking it off. This game was supposed to be in the end of the previous episode, but this game is so highlight filled, it would have doubled the length of the episode. This one game is about 7 minutes because it was such a highlight filled game from both sides. Defensively we weren't that good, but attacking wise we were brilliant. And the same for the other team. As we go into this one, obviously it was supposed to be at the end of the other one. But we go into it, and we're taking on Deportivo Alaves. A couple of familiar faces in there. Gudiete, the Swedish striker. I think I remember him because Kurzawa, the left back for PSG, in I think it was under-21s tournament, he scored against Sweden in a World Cup qualifying thing or something like that, and he did a kind of see you later, I'm not going to see you kind of thing, where he put his hand above his eyebrow, see ya. And I think Gudiete and the Sweden team scored, they went through, France went out, and I don't know if Sweden won that tournament and celebrated with that. It was something along those lines. But that's what I remember Gudiete from. And I remember he also played for City as well. That's it. That's all I can remember about him. But as you can see, the game, it's already very, very highlight filled. As a chance here for them, we do clear it away to Aaron Greaves, and he's going to work our way upfield with Deulofeu receiving the ball quite deep actually, as he plays the ball out to Mario Gaspar. Obviously, we've gone for a slight change in our actual squad. We've gone with Payner instead of Chukwueze as Gaspar from one end of the pitch to the other, a little 1-2. To just work it in with Cazorla and play him back through, shoots it at the near post. It's a really nice finish from the man there as he makes it 1-0, breaks past the defensive line, strikes it in at the near post, beats the keeper very, very nicely. And we go 1-0 up, and Moreno saw what Gaspar did. He wanted to try himself, plays the ball to Santi Cazorla. Cazorla through to Deulofeu, uses a little burst of pace to break past the back line, cuts inside of Ronaldo, chop, plays it to Payner. And the two men on the right hand side have now both got goals, Gaspar and Payner. Now, back to what I was saying. We've also gone with a squad rotation. We've got Chukwueze out on the left, Payner on the right, and it's actually working really, really well. And it's kind of making me think in January that we need to sign. Obviously, we're selling Chukwueze. I think I'm going to sell Toko Akambe as well and keep Moreno. But I think I need to sign either a new left wing and right wing, or a new striker and a new right wing. Very, very close there for Deportivo Alaves to actually get back into the game. Not back on level terms, but back into the game and actually have a fighting chance of getting a point. But yeah, Deulofeu is a mainstay in this team. He's obviously contributed to the most goals this season, either scoring them or assisting them. And he's been class. He has been absolutely class this season. So either putting him back out on the left, where he's very good. Obviously, we've got much striker for the time being. He's good anywhere across the front three. So we just need to sign 2 new players for that front three, and we'll be in business. We will be in business. I've got a couple of names on my head of who we could sign. Striker, someone like Moussa Dembele from Lyon. But will we have the funds for him? Will we have to go for someone a bit lower rated? You can see there, just before the hour mark, Chukwueze scores his first goal of the season. He runs over to the fans, and he's just kind of like, I've finally done it. I've finally got my goal for this season. As he puts us 3-0 up just before the hour mark. It's a really, really good performance from the attacking three. With Deulofeu now having 2 assists in this game. Just proving to me why he is probably our best player at the squad. Maybe him joint with Santi Cazorla. Maybe him just ahead of Cazorla. But I'll tell you what. A lovely bit of play there. Ball finds Perry Pons in the box. And it's a really nice finish to get it past the keeper. And it's 3-1. No clean sheet for this game, unfortunately for us, as they get one back. And there's still half an hour to get 2 more goals for them. But there is still half an hour for us to add to our tally. As Deulofeu dinks the ball over the top. Chukwueze can't quite get into it. But we're going to press really nicely on Lucas Hernandez, the former Arsenal man. Pressing him really nicely with Chukwueze. Deulofeu's come over to help as well. And he's kind of forced it out for a throw-in that we will be able to take for ourselves. And we're going to try and create a chance here for Chukwueze. Plays back to Moreno. First time into Santi Cazorla. Really nice touch to get past Ellie. cuts back inside, lays it across to Deulofeu, takes a touch, strikes it, well saved by Pacheco, and Pena hits the post with his volley. He's obviously hitting it on the turn, so he can't generate as much power as he would have liked to, but we are very, very close there to making it 4 goals. As from a quick free kick, they play the ball through to Lucas Perez, and he strikes it at the near post. 10 minutes left. There's only a 1-goal advantage for us. For some reason, they've gone to celebrate in the corner instead of grabbing the ball and actually bring it back for the quick kick-off so they can have another opportunity. They're wasting a bit of time there, but I'll give it to them. They've scored against a team managed by me. Of course you're going to celebrate. But yeah, we've got a couple of options for the wingers and the strikers that we could sign. Obviously, I'm looking all around. I'm not trying to make generic signings, and I want to try and make them realistic-ish signings, which I think some of these are. Obviously, for a right winger, I was thinking of bringing Carlos Vela back to the La Liga. Obviously, he's tearing shit up in the MLS right now. If we bring him back to La Liga, obviously, he's a former Real Sociedad player. We bring him back, he could probably do just as good as he did before he left, even though he's aged like 2 or 3 years since then. But we're doing this game as a 3-2 victory for us. Chukwueze's buzzing, Pena's buzzing. They've both got goals in this game. But Deulofeu is going to be the player of the match with a 9.4 rating because he got 2 assists. He also had 4 shots and didn't score any of them. So he's had the chances for himself. He's not put them away. But what he has done is he's put away the chances, or he's assisted in other players putting away the chances as we line up for the second and final game of this episode. It's going to be against Eibar. And again, only 2 episodes. It's because, again, this game is also very, very highlight filled. This one's going to be about 5 minutes as well. As Deulofeu plays the ball into Chukwueze. He's going to hold up. Pena's making the run through the middle, but he didn't actually see him. And the ball's going to go out wide to Moreno. First time through to Deulofeu. Little cheeky dink, but Yoel easily caught that one, unfortunately for us. We couldn't expose him early in the game with a nice cheeky little dink. As De Blijs cuts inside, whips it across. Suarez can't get it on the end of it. De Blijs back to Casco. Casco's going to lay the ball off to Suarez. Turns, fires it straight into the path of Asenio. And if you look at the mini-map, there is so much space for Chukwueze to run into. Asensio saw that. As soon as he looked up, he saw it. Chukwueze's going to dink it across to Deulofeu. First time, and bang! Into the back of the net. It's a brilliant counter-attacking goal. And it all came from Asenio looking up, booting the ball perfectly, a perfect amount of weight. If that was a bit more strong, Chukwueze probably wouldn't have got to it before it went out. It was a very accurate, very powerful strike. Just look at this from this angle. Bang! Just into the gap. I don't know why they had such a large gap so early into the game, but Chukwueze uses his pace, dinks it across to Gerard Deulofeu, who's in the middle. A really nice first touch, just stops it dead, and then bang, strikes it past the keeper, into the back of the net, off the post, and it makes it 1-0 very early into this game. And we're going to look to double that, as Deulofeu receives the ball, but he can't quite hold off Oliveira. But poor touch from Oliveira allows Deulofeu to sneak in and win back the ball, as Santi Cazorla plays through Pena, holding off Kike really nicely, forced to strike it early because it seemed as if the defender was actually going to get to that one before Pena. And it was a nice dipping shot, but Yoel had it covered. He saw it the whole way. As a nice shot there, saved by Asenio. He's going to go again, this time for the long throw instead of the kick, and it finds Deulofeu perfectly. As Santi Cazorla throws the ball through to Chukwueze, who looks to get the better of Alvarez, and he does so. Obviously, he's on his stronger left foot here when he will whip this one in. Does so to the back post. Pena's there. Great save by Yoel. Deulofeu takes it down. It's cleared away. Only as far as Zambo Aguiza is going to head it right back into Santi Cazorla. But instead, he actually decides to get to it himself because he's quick like that. As Deulofeu skips past one into the box and he just tucks it past the keeper perfectly. 32 minutes into the game, Deulofeu doubles his tally in this game and he makes it 2-0. 2 wonderful goals by him. Look at this goal from this angle. It's really nice technique just to slot it into that bottom right hand corner, same corner as he put the other strike. He's just got that corner mastered. And we go into half-time, hopefully, at 2-0. We've just got to defend this one chance here as Suarez to De Blijs. De Blijs through to Garcia. Kike Garcia turns, strikes it. And Asenio's got that one covered at the near post, forces it out wide. As we move into the second half, we are 2-0 to the good. And Zambo Aguiza receives the ball. He plays it to Trigueros, who's coming for Santi Cazorla, who is absolutely knackered at this point. Deulofeu tried to just flick it over, Bergkamp-esque. But it receives to him at the edge of the box, strikes it. Yuel's got that one covered, and he will eventually clear it away. Now Deulofeu is going for the hat-trick in this second half. As he receives the ball, Burgos is going to play it to Kike. Kike looks to have the ball almost taken off of him there by Trigueros, but he finds space in the midfield into Suarez. Poor touch by Anguissa, plays it straight to Kike Garcia, and he's there to tuck it past the keeper, and he makes it 2-1, halving our lead. And now we've got half an hour to defend this one-goal lead, or to try and add to it. Obviously, there's disadvantages and advantages to the both of them. When we go attacking, there's a threat that we might concede. We go defensive, we might be pushed back too much and concede. So what we're going to do, we're just going to play our natural game, but that has allowed Kike Garcia through one-on-one, but a great rush by Asenio forces it out wide, but we don't clear the ball away properly. And luckily for us, Suarez's shot just dribbles past the keeper and also past the post and goes out for a goal kick. And that is all within the space of 5 minutes after them scoring. As Deulofeu with a lovely scooped turn past the defender, strikes it, trying to sneak it in at the near post, but he misses the target. And it goes wide. It's still 2-1 into the final 10 minutes. Mario Gaspar allows the cross to be whipped in. Asenio punches it away to Trigueros. We've got a counter-attacking opportunity on here. Up to Gerard Deulofeu. He's going to play it through to Payne, who's broke past the back line. One-on-one with the keeper. He's not got really any options to cut it to. He did at the last second. He could have played that one to Chukwueze, but by that time he'd already had his mind made up. He was going to strike it. And Chukwueze whips the ball across. It's going to be the final opportunity of the game. We have defended our lead nicely. We do get to the ball before them, and we see out the game with a 2-1 victory. Away from home, all 3 points will be coming home with us. That's going to be it for this episode. My player, episode 1 will be tomorrow. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Gerard Deulofeu won the player of the match for this final game with a 9.3 rating and 2 goals. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you are, please like, subscribe, and peace. See ya for my player tomorrow.